You've heard it your whole life. Eggs are one of the healthiest foods you can eat. But what if I told you that something as simple as the way you cook or store your eggs could quietly turn them into a hidden health risk, especially after age 65? You might be thinking, I've been eating eggs for decades. What could I possibly be doing wrong? That's exactly what most people believe. But here's the truth. As we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to things we used to brush off, like overcooked yolks, the oil we fry with, or even how long eggs sit on the counter. And these small, everyday mistakes? They could be weakening your immune system, raising your inflammation, and putting your digestion at risk, without you ever realizing it. In this video, we're breaking down the most common mistakes seniors make with eggs, and more importantly, how you can avoid them easily to protect your heart, brain, and gut. Stay with me until the end, because mistake number 5 is one that even lifelong healthy eaters often miss. And it could be silently sabotaging the benefits of your breakfast. If you eat eggs regularly, and especially if you're over 65, you need to hear this. 1. Overcooking eggs, when well done, becomes harmful. You've probably heard it said, better safe than sorry. That's why so many of us cook our eggs a little longer, just to be sure they're done. A crispy edge, a firm yolk, a little extra browning in the pan. It feels comforting, familiar. But what if that habit, done with the best intentions, is quietly working against your health? After 65, your body changes. Inflammation creeps in more easily. Your heart, your digestion, even your energy levels, everything becomes more sensitive. And when eggs are overcooked, fried at high heat until brown, scrambled aggressively, or boiled until the yolk turns green, they don't just lose nutrients, they gain harmful compounds. It's something most people never think about: oxidized cholesterol. When eggs are exposed to excessive heat, the fats in the yolk oxidize, forming substances that have been linked to inflammation and heart disease. The strong sulfur smell from an overboiled egg? That's not flavor, it's a sign that the natural balance inside the egg has been damaged. Take Robert, 76. He used to fry his eggs until the edges were golden and crispy, every single morning. It made him feel like he was doing something right. But over time, he noticed more indigestion, more heartburn, more fatigue. After learning about the effects of high-heat cooking, he tried soft scrambling his eggs instead. No more smoke, no more burnt edges, and surprisingly, no more discomfort. The shift was small. The result was powerful. Eggs are one of nature's best sources of protein, brain-boosting B12, and eye-protecting antioxidants like lutein. But only if we treat them gently. Overheating them strips away those gifts, and replaces them with things your body doesn't need. So tomorrow morning, before you crank up the heat or let the pan smoke, pause. Cook slower. Cook smarter. Your heart, your brain, and your digestion will thank you for it. Because at this stage in life, how you prepare your food matters just as much as what you eat. 2. Eating raw or undercooked eggs, when natural, isn't always safer. For years, raw eggs have been praised by health enthusiasts, tossed into smoothies, homemade mayo, or eaten, sunny side up, for that golden, runny yolk. It seems natural, wholesome, even energizing. But if you're over 65, this habit, however nutritious it may seem, can quietly put your health at serious risk. As we age, our immune systems naturally weaken. What once may have caused a minor stomachache in our 40s can now lead to serious complications in our 70s. And raw or undercooked eggs? They may look harmless, but they can harbor salmonella, a dangerous bacteria that can cause food poisoning, dehydration, and in some cases, hospitalization. Take Margaret, 68, who had a morning ritual she loved: a banana smoothie with a raw egg blended in. She did it for years without issue. Until one day, she started feeling sharp stomach pains, chills, and nausea that wouldn't go away. The diagnosis? Salmonella. She never expected it. It was just one egg, she said, but for her, that one egg changed everything. After switching to fully cooked eggs, she felt safer and never had another episode. Beyond bacteria, raw eggs contain avidin, a compound that blocks your body from absorbing biotin, a vitamin crucial for energy, nerve health, and even healthy hair and skin. Over time, this can lead to subtle but real deficiencies, especially if eggs are a regular part of your diet. And while some people insist that organic, free-range, or local farm eggs are safe to eat raw, the truth is simple. Any egg, regardless of its source, can carry bacteria if not properly handled or stored. There's no way to tell just by looking at it. The good news? You don't have to give up eggs. You just have to cook them. Scrambled, boiled, or gently poached eggs still provide all the protein, vitamins, and nutrients without the invisible risks. If you enjoy soft yolks, consider using pasteurized eggs, which reduce bacterial risk while keeping the texture you love. So the next time you crack an egg, ask yourself, is this really worth the risk? Because after 65, protecting your health isn't about giving things up, it's about making smarter, safer choices that keep you strong, energized, and well. 3. Improperly storing cooked eggs. When convenience turns risky. We've all done it. Left the breakfast plate on the counter a little too long. Or tossed some leftovers into the fridge without much thought. It doesn't seem like a big deal. But when it comes to cooked eggs, these small choices can quietly open the door to serious health risks, especially for older adults. After 65, our bodies don't bounce back the way they used to. The immune system becomes more vulnerable. Digestion slows. And foodborne bacteria like Salmonella or E. coli can cause much more than just an upset stomach. For many seniors, they can lead to dangerous dehydration, hospitalization, or worse. Take George, 72. He prided himself on planning ahead, cooking a big batch of scrambled eggs every Sunday to save time during the week. But he stored them loosely covered in the fridge, and sometimes left the pan on the stove for an hour before transferring the food. Over time, he began noticing frequent nausea and digestive discomfort. It wasn't until a doctor asked about his food habits that he realized his eggs, something he thought was helping him, were actually putting his health at risk. Here's what many people don't realize. Bacteria grow quickly between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit. If your cooked eggs sit out for more than 2 hours, they can easily enter that danger zone, even in the refrigerator. If they're not kept in a sealed, airtight container, they can absorb moisture and contaminants from nearby food, especially raw meat or unwashed produce. Hard-boiled eggs? Keep them refrigerated and eat within 7 days. scrambled or fried, best within 3 to 4 days. And always reheat gently, on the stovetop if possible. Microwaving eggs can make them rubbery and unevenly heated, reducing both taste and safety. It's easy to think that once an egg is cooked, it's safe, but cooked eggs, just like any perishable food, need proper care. The way you store, seal, and reheat them can mean the difference between a nourishing meal and a health hazard. So before you save that leftover omelette or reheat yesterday's eggs, take an extra moment. Protect your health by giving your food the respect it deserves. Because in this season of life, it's not just about what you eat, it's how you handle it that truly matters. 4. Using expired or cracked eggs. The silent risk sitting in your fridge. It's easy to overlook. You open the fridge, grab a carton of eggs, crack one open, and start your day. Maybe you glance at the expiration date. Maybe you don't. Maybe one of the shells is a little cracked. But it looks fine. You've cooked eggs like this for years. So what could possibly go wrong? But as we get older, our bodies change. What once might have caused a mild stomachache at 40 could now turn into something far more serious. After 65, your immune system becomes less efficient, and foodborne bacteria, like salmonella, can become a real danger. Evelyn, 74, learned this the hard way. She'd always been cautious about what she ate, but never thought much about her eggs. One morning, she cracked one into the pan and noticed a strange smell. She cooked it anyway, thinking the heat would kill off anything bad. That afternoon, she found herself in the ER with stomach pain and dehydration. The culprit? A spoiled egg. Eggs may look safe on the outside, but if they're expired, cracked, or stored improperly, they could be harboring invisible threats. And no, expiration dates aren't always enough. Depending on how eggs are stored during transit, at the store, or even in your own fridge, they can go bad earlier than you think. So how can you tell? Try the water test. Place your egg in a bowl of cold water. If it sinks and lays flat, it's fresh. If it stands upright, use it soon. If it floats, it's time to toss it. And those cracked eggs? Even a small fracture in the shell can allow bacteria to sneak in. No matter how clean they look, they're not worth the risk, especially not at this stage of life. Also, be mindful of where you store your eggs. The fridge door may be convenient, but it's also the warmest place due to frequent opening and closing. Store eggs in the coldest part of the refrigerator, around below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, to keep them truly safe. Your meals should bring nourishment, not uncertainty. So before you crack that next egg, take a second look, because the food choices you make today don't just feed your body, they protect your health, your independence, and your peace of mind. 5. Using unhealthy cooking oils. When a healthy egg turns harmful in the pan. For many of us, the smell of sizzling eggs in a pan brings back warm memories, mornings with family, comforting routines, a moment of peace with a hot meal. But there's one part of that picture we often overlook: the oil we use to cook those eggs. You may think, oil is just oil, right? But the truth is, the type of oil you use can completely change whether your eggs support your health, or slowly work against it. Many popular oils, like vegetable oil, canola, corn oil, and margarine, are highly processed. When heated, especially at high temperatures, They break down and release harmful compounds like trans fats and oxidized lipids. These aren't just hard to digest. They've been linked to inflammation, heart disease, and cognitive decline, conditions that become more concerning as we age. Frank, 78, had been frying his eggs in vegetable oil for decades. He never thought twice about it. It was what he'd always done. But in recent years, he started feeling sluggish after breakfast. Bloated, low energy. It wasn't the eggs. It was the oil. After learning about the dangers of refined oils, Frank made a simple switch to butter and olive oil. Within weeks, he noticed the difference: lighter digestion, more steady energy, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing his food was helping, not harming, his health. The issue goes beyond nutrients, it's about heat stability. Many seed oils have low smoke points, meaning they break down at typical stovetop temperatures. When that happens, they create free radicals, unstable molecules that accelerate aging and cell damage. But you have better options. Butter and ghee offer flavor and stability. Olive extra virgin olive oil adds heart-healthy fats. Avocado oil is perfect for high heat and full of anti-inflammatory benefits. Coconut oil brings a gentle, stable fat for lighter cooking. Your morning eggs can still be a nourishing ritual, one that supports your body instead of burdening it. All it takes is a mindful change in the pan. Because at this stage in life, small choices, like the oil you reach for, can lead to big differences in how you feel, move, and live each day. As we wrap up today's video, take a moment to reflect, not just on the 5 mistakes we discussed, but on something much deeper. The little things matter, especially when it comes to your health. Trung le mo trong nung thuk pham don jian va pha bien nyat tren ban in kua chung ta. But even something as humble as an egg can become either a source of strength, or a source of silent harm, depending on how it's handled. And that's a powerful reminder. As we grow older, our bodies change. We become more sensitive, more vulnerable, and yes, sometimes more forgetful. But we also become wiser, more aware, more intentional. And that's where the real opportunity lies. Light bulb overcooking your eggs can strip away their nutrients and add harmful compounds. Egg eating them raw or undercooked can expose you to bacteria your body may no longer fight off easily. Ice storing them improperly may invite illness. Even from yesterday's leftovers. Tear off calendar using cracked or expired eggs might seem harmless, until it isn't. Butter and cooking them in the wrong oil can turn a heart-healthy breakfast into an inflammation-causing trap. None of these mistakes are made out of carelessness. In fact, most of them come from routine, habits built over a lifetime. And the truth is, you don't need to overhaul everything to protect your health. You just need to adjust. One step at a time. Maybe that means checking your eggs with the water test before you cook. Maybe it means switching your oil to something gentler. Maybe it's simply cooking on lower heat tomorrow morning. These are small shifts, but over time, they can lead to a stronger heart, clearer digestion, more energy, and the confidence that you're giving your body the support it deserves. At GoldenEase Living, we believe in those small, meaningful changes. We believe in helping you stay independent, informed, and empowered, without fear, without judgment, and without overwhelming you, because you've spent a lifetime taking care of others. Now, it's time to take care of you, in the quiet moments. In the morning routines. In the food you choose. And in how you treat yourself. Folded hands. So before you go, we invite you to do just one more small thing. Click subscribe to join our growing community of older adults who believe in living smarter, not harder. Turn on the bell so you never miss a simple, powerful tip that could make your day and your health better. Memo. And if this video helped you, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear. What's one small change you plan to make starting tomorrow? Your words might inspire someone else to do the same. Thank you so much for being here, for watching, and for choosing to invest in your well-being, one good decision at a time. We'll see you next time, right here on GoldenEase Living. Until then, take care of your heart, your body, and your peace of mind, because you deserve to feel good every day.